Judge! Family-friendly show. This video will be a response to the video we made a couple days ago where we said, hey, give us some feedback, guys, on what's happening since, you know, we're getting proverbially kicked in the huevos by, I think, YouTube. So, in short, we're going to get into a lot of different things in this video. What's happening with YouTube, the latest algorithm changes, the latest lies that were uncovered by, guess who? Other YouTubers. And hey, even a change that YouTube reversed when they were caught red-handed screwing independent media over. So yeah, we're going to talk about that, plus a lot more on this independent media organization that, guess what, is supported and financed by you with your donations on wearechange.org/donate. And only with your support could we somehow still survive at this crucially important, crazy, insane time where we are proverbially getting kicked in the balls very extensively by YouTube. Your support is critical now more than ever. But moving forward, there's a lot of different things happening behind the scenes, and I don't just want to make this a video complaining and moaning because, you know, on one hand, YouTube has given a lot of people a unique, amazing opportunity to speak truth to power. On the other hand, it is becoming the same matrix control grid system that, of course, it promised it would never be. Well, now it is. Very obviously and very clearly. Now, specifically with our YouTube channel, when I'm talking about getting kicked in the huevos, it's just absolutely mind-boggling to see the record low viewership and our subscribers going down dramatically. We've lost over 1,000 YouTube subscribers now. I've been stuck at this same subscriber number for well over a year now, if not more than that. We haven't grown, even though we have expanded our operations, expanded the number of videos we do. We do a video every single day. This is usually the highest amount of viewership that we get throughout the year, but now we're getting 6.5 thousand views per video in 24 hours. I mean, this is a video, this is a topic. They used to average us 100K, 70K, you know, 50K on the low end, 82K, 1,000 views when we would bring it up not so long ago, and now it's at 6,000 views. So for years, YouTube was dinging us in many different weird, strange ways. I remember being one of the first few channels being demonetized with specific videos without explanation or reason or without even anyone knowing what was happening. But even just a couple months ago, one way that they started hitting us was, of course, with demonetizing specific videos. And we had this specific instance a couple months ago where the watch time, the views, the subscribers were going up, and monetization was absolutely down. Now, of course, it's against policy to show you the exact numbers, the exact amount of money that we earn, so that's why I hid these numbers. But as you could see here by these charts, demonetization was one way that they definitely hit us very hard. But to make up for that, we started to do GoFundMes for specific trips, like the one we just did for Hong Kong. We started to make t-shirts that said demonetize. Now I have another t-shirt that says Nobody 2020. It's a new way of us trying to circumvent us being demonetized, and somehow it's been working. But now with these latest hits, they're starting to affect our viewership and our subscribers, even though we have the same like ratio, even though we have more content. We have never changed in any dramatic way, and our watch time has actually increased, but our views and subscribers have gone down dramatically, as well as the ad revenue, which right now to our operation is pretty insignificant. Now, it's true, we've been critical of YouTube and have even been warning people since 2008. We actually have a video from 2008 saying, hey, this is not going to be a platform for free speech, and it hasn't been, and we've been critical of that. We even confronted Eric Schmidt. Again, he's no longer associated with the company now, but just know there's no love affair. And recently, we asked our YouTubers, like, hey, maybe it's our problem. Maybe it's something I'm doing. Maybe it's my Kermit the Frog voice, or you know, me looking like Putin or some big. I don't know. Maybe it's something that people just genuinely don't like. Maybe it's something that we're doing wrong on our end. And we asked people specifically in a video not so long ago, like, hey, we want your feedback. We want you to tell you what we could be doing better, how we could operate as a news organization more efficiently to your liking. What can we do to make you, the audience, happier? And the resounding response was, you're just being censored. And yeah, there were also some comments talking about news fatigue, which I, totally understand. Some people gave some constructive criticism. Some said we should do more interviews and more collaborations, which of course we're now going to be working towards. But overall, the majority of people said, yeah, you're just getting censored. And we have been getting a lot of notifications and a lot of people leaving comments saying that they're no longer getting notifications, even though they're subscribed. Like people saying that they were unsubscribed, not getting any notifications. People just randomly being unsubscribed from the channel. People not being notified with their subscriptions, again, continuing being, quote, dropped. One person saying, I have to actively seek you out from YouTube, something that's not necessary on BitChute, though. People saying that they get error reports when they try to subscribe. And people saying overall the system's not working for them, specifically only when it comes to our channel. And in my opinion, there definitely is something up, especially with the YouTube algorithm that is affecting us. There's also a lot of individuals who are honestly not on YouTube. A lot of people who are leaving the platform and going to other platforms. A lot of people who are just outside because of the nice weather. That's also another factor here that we need to understand here. But I do believe that there have been significant updates to the YouTube algorithm. YouTube even announced that they were losing a lot of money because of this algorithm change that doesn't give people what they want, but forces absolute crap on them. Even Alphabets, that's the person in charge of YouTube, by the way, said that changes to the YouTube algorithm caused lower engagement and ad revenue growth on the site. Why? Because the algorithm is promoting mainstream media garbage that people don't want. That's why people are no longer watching TV as much as they are. That's why they're going to YouTube. But for some reason, YouTube thinks it's smart and safe and intelligent to suck up to the big TV executives and those corporate conglomerates to the extent where they are hurting themselves by doing so with the algorithm changes that continue to happen. I mean, look at this is my front page of YouTube, by the way. You have a topic here that is leading woman, a very sexist category that, quote, is the best content created for and by women of YouTube. I am not a woman. I don't care about who makes the world's largest lipstick. I don't need to hear about how Greta is nice and how great she is by those latte drinking flip-flop wearing yuppies at Vice. I don't want to watch the Ellen Show. I don't want to watch the BBC. They're all trash and propaganda that I have personally called out before, but yet YouTube thinks that this is what I want to see. YouTube thinks this is the front page of what's recommended to me. And of course, the late night TV show hosts are just littered in here with, of course, advertisements. Yeah, go watch this movie. Go watch this CIA propaganda. Oh yeah, here's something from Universal Pictures, Warner Brothers, 20th Century Fox. Look at this. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy. I don't care about this scum trash. And every time I keep saying, not interested. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They keep showing them. They just keep showing all this trash to me that I'm not subscribed to, that I don't care about, that are pushing their psychological agenda against everyone else. I mean, you look at our channel. Even with people saying political fatigue, I was like, okay, people are fatigued. Let me do something about culture. 9,000 views. Lowest ranking video yet. And of course, we can't expect the truth from YouTube as exposed by other YouTubers, specifically Nerd City, that just uncovering not only direct lies from YouTube, but also a company that they hire that is a part of their 10,000 person review team that, of course, outsources majority of their work to the third world. You know, countries like Somalia and Afghanistan that ultimately decides who on YouTube gets to deserve to make a living, gets to decide what content is okay and what content is not. Very interestingly, on their also list of demonetized terms, Palestine and Palestinian demonetized on YouTube, very interestingly. But again, something definitely is fishy, as even talked about by Steven Crowder, who, by the way, made a complaint about his videos not being shown when he typed in his name. This was also a very similar thing that happened to us. If you type in Luke Rudowski or We Are Change, there's literally a photoshopped video of me with a huge snozzle with my mouth moving like the South Park characters, talking about how I was a Zionist Mossad agent covering up for the crimes of the Israelis. That was okay. That was the first thing that YouTube recommended and showed people when they were looking up my name. And now they changed it. They actually surprisingly have my channel up there. And that's mainly because A YouTuber made a video, and this was brought to the attention of YouTube because of enough public pressure, and then YouTube actually changed this, which is absolutely surprising, because you would have to go down at least 3 pages to get something from us, and now finally it's exactly what it should be. But this, again, for a very long time, this wasn't the case, which should give a lot of people hope that, hey, there could be differences if there's enough voice, if there's enough concern, if there's enough eyeballs. YouTube actually will change things, and they should, because not only is it bad for them, it's bad for society when we have independent media like us, who, by the way, we do reports in Venezuela, in Somalia. We even went to Fukushima. We did a lot of not intelligent but very newsworthy things throughout our careers. We were pretty much mentioned in all the major news publications throughout the last few years. But again, when you have this kind of censorship and this kind of suppression of viewership, this creates a lose-lose situation for everyone. Our operation is in danger from even existing because of just something that I don't know about, something that our viewers can't even give us feedback on, something that's happening behind the scenes that we have no control of. And what did I do to deserve this? Talk about important issues, go to places and report on them, and be critical of institutions that are doing something wrong, and they're siphoning off of viewers and subscribers, with people being unsubscribed is honestly a brilliant way. If they start deleting more people, that's going to create more controversy, more problems. And honestly, with the way that they're doing it now, I would rather they just delete me than just slowly bleed me out like they are right now, and a lot of other independent creators that are having a harder and harder time to make ends meet, because this business is not easy. This business is ruthless. This business is very difficult, especially if you're putting into it everything you have, especially if you're working all day, especially if you're creating content every single day. It wanes on you. It's not an easy business to be in. And it sucks seeing this once very promising, amazing platform that allowed free, independent, critical thinking to be just the corporate conglomerate whore that it promised it wouldn't be, but it is. And sadly, because of server space, infrastructure, and unfair market practices, especially with the Google monopoly, having an alternative is, sadly as of now, impossible. But there's still other alternatives. We upload to some of them. We're still here. We're still trying to keep mentally positive, because that's also a big way that they get you, is they try to defunk you. They try to put you in a mood where you think you're losing all the time. And again, we have to understand that there's a big level of manipulation. There's a lot of other outside circumstances, and there's even just pure manipulations of numbers, which could be happening on other scales. But regardless, however we move forward in the future is pretty much determined by you. And that's why I try to end every single video saying I love you guys. Stay tuned for more. If it wasn't for you guys sharing, supporting, subscribing, and being here with us, and not forgetting about us, and still looking for us, and still manually searching for us, which now, thankfully, you could find us. At least we have that going for us now. And because of you guys, that's why we're still here. So sincerely, thank you so much for that.